All right, so what's today's video about? Today's video is about, I recently saw this video from Kyle Bull.
So you're probably saying, what does that have anything to do with being a gear hoarder, a gear collector, having gear acquisition syndrome? Well, for the first 10 years of me playing guitar and playing drums and playing in bands, I didn't care about gear at all. What I cared about was writing music that made me feel something and that would make somebody else feel something. Music that would connect with other people. That's all I cared about. And I did not need all this gear to do that.
Now, it was more really just a commercial for Henning Pauly, trying to help him sell his course, but the concepts he was talking about in the video was something I've been talking about to a bunch of different musicians multiple times recently. It really did kind of hit home, like, because it was the same thing I've been talking about, and that is gear. Like, we all chase way too much gear, right? I started collecting so much gear just to do like these videos, and so I'd buy gear, do the video, sell it, get another piece of gear, or trade it, you know, whatever, to be able to make these videos to showcase these pedals, these amps, these guitars. And in doing so, that took away from my ability to write music. So I started putting little song snippets in the videos, like writing songs for the video. But doing that every week kind of takes a lot of work when you have a full-time job. So it all kind of takes away from writing actual songs. And that's what I kind of want to do. I want to get back, you know, to writing songs, which is where the intro to this video comes from. I wrote this after watching the Kyle Bull video, and I was like, yeah, you know, I've been talking about this, let me do it. So I've got like a couple riffs. I've got to figure out where it's going to go now, but I want to try to have this song completely written by the end of the month. Okay, so to complete this song, I have to get like a vocalist off of Fiverr or something. I guess we'll quickly talk about what I was using, and maybe kind of run through the riffs and show you what I was thinking about when I came up with this. So the amp was the Mark Tremonti from PRS, the little MT15. I used that, 4 tracks of it, 4 different cab IRs. I'll put them on the screen. I used like a Mesa oversized cab. I used like a Mesa slant, a Rev 412, and a Sur 412. The Sur and Rev was in one speaker, and the 2 Mesas were in the other. I used the Warlord in the left speaker, and the Kyle Shutt in the right speaker. So let's quickly talk about the riffs. The 2 riffs, they're very simple riffs, but what I think they do well is sort of like the voice leading, the way it moves the melody. So of course the first riff is just, and it's really cool because it really centers around the, you wouldn't think that would work really because it's just so chromatic, but it has a melodic aspect to it. And then when it turns around with the, brings you back to the low C. And then that goes to like what's going to be like the verse, maybe, might be a chorus. And the way it does that leads you right back into your next repetition. So that was a really cool way the melody worked itself back. And what's really cool about that is when you get to the second part, it leads you right into it because you slide in and it lands you on the second half of the third. And these type of chords, I got that from Pelican. It's the kind of thing they would do. And then when it comes back around, I ended up chopping the drums off for the first half. So when it comes to the drums kick back in, so it comes in full. So. That's really where the song is right now. I might do some... I haven't decided yet, maybe stuff like that, some trim picks, because it's what I used to do back in the day, a lot of trim riffs. It would be cool to do that. And maybe just like a... Like, I was just kind of bullshitting there. Anyway, that's what I did. I came up with those first 2 riffs. Now that lets me know I need to have a 3rd riff. And what I did is I had two drum beats that I took out of Easy Drummer, used it for that. Now I'll come up with a 3rd beat. I'll put that in, see how it flows, play a couple riffs and see where the song goes. And, you know, if you guys are interested, maybe I'll put up a final version on Bandcamp, do a little playthrough here in a video, because I mean, writing music is really the key, right? Writing music is the thing we should all be focused. Well, I don't want to say we, because we all have our own reasons for playing guitar. But for me, it's always been about writing music. I used to write music very fast. It wasn't always good, but it was fast. I could write a demo in a month and a half, 2 months. I could write an album in like 3 months, maybe 4. And I would just, some of the stuff had really cool melodies. You can go check all of my stuff out on Bandcamp. I'll put a link down below. Some modern stuff, most of it's really old. And that's the thing, I want to get back to it. I want to write some music. Not that I'm ever going to be famous doing this, you know, I'm already practically in the grave. Writing music was what I always enjoyed. Thank you to everybody I've been talking about getting back into writing music. Thanks to Kyle for posting his video to remind me about the conversations that I've been having with everybody. And let's see if I can write some music. Let's see if you guys can write some music, and if that's your thing. And let's all just sharing this together, you know, see where it goes. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I know that's where it's gonna go, but I really love this guitar. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next